Hello everybody, I hope everything is going fine with you. Today you will be introduced to another type of verbs which are verbs part number 1. So throughout this video or by the end of this video we will have answered the first question, which is what do we mean first by phrasal verbs and what are the different phrasal verbs that we have in English. So the first question that we are going to answer throughout this video is what do we mean first by phrasal verbs? So phrasal verb stands for الأفعال الفعلية in Arabic, and let's see a definition to understand what do we mean by that. So phrasal verbs consist of a verb and a particle, and this particle can be a preposition or an adverb. The particle can change the meaning of the verb completely. For example, so what do we mean first by that? So phrasal verbs كنسميهم الأفعال الفعلية أو الأفعال المركبة، يعني مركبين من جوج ديال الأشياء. First one is the verb, والsecond one هي يا إما preposition اللي هي حرف جر أو an adverb. And preposition, for example, we have so many prepositions in English. We have in, out, for, up, down, and so on and so forth. When it comes to the adverbs, we have forward to, we have before, we have after, and we have so many adverbs. So the real change or the real challenge, sorry, or the real difficulty that rises whenever we use the phrasal verbs is that when we change the preposition with the same verb, the meaning changes completely. And if ما كنستعمل one of the verbs that we have in English with another preposition مع preposition مختلفة ولا adverb مختلف, the meaning changes completely. المعنى تختلف بالكامل. So let's see an example. So let's see the first example, which is with the verb look. You can see that whenever we use a different preposition or a different adverb with the same verb, which is look, you can see that we will have a different meaning. So here, look up, let's see look up used in a context. Try to look up the word in the dictionary. So here, look up means try to check the meaning of the word in the dictionary. When we say look after, you can see that you should look after your little brother. So look after stands for take care of somebody. Okay, نعتني بشي شخص ما. Look for, I'm looking for my mother. It means that I am searching for my mother. يعني أنا أبحث عن أمي. Look out, look out, there is a car coming. So here it's like saying watch out or be careful. So here احترس, هناك سيارة قادمة. So here you can see clearly that when we use different preposition with the same verb, we get a different meaning. So one of the most effective ways in order to understand phrasal verbs is try to understand them in a context or in a sentence. So that's what we are going to do in this video. I will try to give you different sentences, and in these different sentences there is in this case different phrasal verbs, and then I will try to explain them in their context. I got up early today to study for my exam. So here in this case I just woke up early today to study for my exam. أنا استيقظت باكرا باش نقرأ الامتحان ولا باش نوجد الامتحان ديالي. I have to give this skates back to Bob before his hockey game. So here the phrasal verb is give back. So here let's see another example. I lent you some money. You needed some money. So I lent you $50 last week. And I told you that after 15 days, you should give me back my money. So here, give back, it means to return something to its original owner. يعني تسترجع ولا ترد داكشي اللي خديتيه. I'm giving up smoking on January the 1st. So here, I'm giving up smoking on January 1st. So here, give up, you can see that it is put in t-shirts never give up. يعني لا تستسلم هنا مثلا تعتزل واحد العادة سيئة. In this case it's smoking. So give up هي تعتزل أو تترك شيء ما. Brian asked Judy out to dinner. So here in this case we have the phrasal verb which is ask out. So here ask out is to mean it means to ask somebody out to dinner. It means you should accompany someone to eat something at a restaurant and not at home. يعني تعرض على شي شخص برا, for example, for a special occasion or just for any ordinary occasion. Mom counts on us to make our beds. It means that his mom is relying on him to make their beds. So here count on somebody is to rely on somebody, يعني كتعتمد على شخص ما. اوكي ماشي تعتمد بداك المعنى ديال Arabic that you are dependent over him in order to send you money or just take care of you. No, count on يعني تعتمد على شخص ما, يعني كتثق فيه, for example, or you give him, for example, or you consider him as a reliable person. I asked around, but nobody has seen my wallet. So here I lost my wallet in the street. So I asked different places from different parts of the city in order to see maybe who knows where I can find my wallet. So ask around يعني كتسول كما تنقولوا في الجوار. Please go over your answers before you submit your test. So here I finished early my test. It was a piece of cake, but before I go I need to check over or go over my answers, because whenever you review for the first time or second time or third time you always find some mistakes, and especially silly mistakes like punctuation or capitalization. So here go over, it means to revise for one more time, يعني تراجع لمرة أخرى. When John grows up, he wants to be a fireman. So here grows up mean John بغى يكبر, okay? بغى يكون رجل إطفاء. So here grows up has another meaning which is raise, okay? Grow up. For example, I would say I grow up in Meknes city. It means ترعرعت في مكناس في مدينة مكناس. So he grows up when he wants to get older. He like to be a fireman. Invitation will be handed out at the door. It means that the invitation will be submitted by hand at the door, يعني غادي تسلم لك باليد فاش قدام الباب. Police ask the man to hand over his wallet and his weapons. So here the policeman stopped a car for some breach. So here the policeman asked the driver to hand over his wallet, يعني يسلم لك المحفظة ديالو وحتى داك السلاح اللي في الحوزة ديالو. I called the company back, but the officers or the office were closed for the weekend. So here the company called me 2 days ago or 3 days ago. So I called them back in order to check what they want. So here call someone back or call a company back, زعما تعاود تغوت ليهم مجددا ولا تتصل بهم مجددا. Let's eat out. I don't feel like cooking tonight. So here the wife is asking her husband to eat out at a restaurant because she doesn't feel like cooking tonight or she's not in a good mood. So here to ask somebody out or to eat out, it means to eat something at a restaurant, especially not at home. My friend dropped me off at work this morning. So here her boyfriend picked her up at home, for example, in the morning, but he dropped her off at work later that morning. So here dropped off زي ما أوصلها, okay? Fancy dress party. So we have to dress up. So to dress up, it means that you should dress some fancy clothes. يتأنق, okay? لواحد المناسبة معينة. So my boyfriend and I broke up before I moved to America. So here, broke up means that they are no longer together. So they split up for a particular reason. يعني broke up انفصلا عن بعض. My grandparents brought me up after my parents died. Means my grandparents raised me since childhood after my parents had passed away زعما brought up هي ربى شخصا ما okay جاية من التربية ولا التنشئة and I get on very well together يعني كنتفاهموا مع بعضياتنا مزيان Life backed me up over my decision to quit my job. So here, back somebody up, it means that to support somebody, stand by his side, try to defend him, and stand beside him no matter how difficult it is or no matter how his decision is bad. So here, back somebody up هي تدعم واحد الشخص ما. My car broke down on my work uh, today. So here my car broke down on my way to work yesterday. So here broke down يعني تعطلت ولا ما بغاش تخدم. You can see that for example when we said broke up يعني انفصل broke down يعني تعطل. So here when we change the preposition from down to up the meaning changed completely. But in other cases, for example, like this case here, either we add a preposition or we didn't add it, the meaning doesn't change. So here, please clean up your bedroom before you go outside. So here, clean هي تتنظف و clean up هي تتنظف. يعني واخا زدنا من بعد clean داك up, it didn't change really. ما تشونجش المعنى. بقى هو. Just fill in the form with your name, address, and phone number, please. So fill in it means to write down your personal information in the application form or just any form, any fill in إملاء. Okay, so we usually see it in some exercises. Fill in the blanks with the right words from the list. يعني إملاء الفراغ بما يناسب. Broke in last night and stole our stereo. So broke in it means to broke in something without invitation. يعني broke in اقتحم بشي بلاصة مثلا بدون دعوة. And had to break into the room to rescue the children. So here break into is the same like break in a house or break in a public place. It means that try to get into by force. يدخل بعنف ولا بدون دعوة. Money must have fallen out of my pocket. It means that the money must have fallen out of my pocket. زعما الفلوس طاحت لي من جيبي. fall out هي سقط ولا سقطت. The phone company cut off our phone because we didn't pay the bill. So cut off the supply. Okay, زعما قطعت داك الدعم. Okay, زعما الشركة ديال الاتصالات قطعت داك الدعم اللي كانت كتعطيني بسبب I didn't pay the bill. I didn't pay myself this month. So here ما خلصش الفواتير اللي كان خصو يخلصها. So they cut off his phone supply. The prisoners broke out of jail when the guards weren't looking. So broke out means escaped from the jail when the guards weren't looking. زعما هربوا من السجن منين الجاردز الحراس ما كانوش كيشوفوا. Racing car blow up after it crashed into the fence. So here blow up هي انفجرت من بعد ما اصطدمت باش بالجدار. Okay. We called on you last night, but you weren't home. So we called you either by phone or either by social media. So here called on يعني اتصلنا بك last night, but you weren't home. So here you were absent, so you didn't call us back. We don't know where he lives. How can we find out? ما عرفناش فين كيعيش. كيفاش غادي نلقاو? Okay, how can we find out? How can I find out how to run this machine? How can I find out how to apply to this university? يعني كيفاش غادي نلقى. Okay, find out هي يجد. We will get the hotel keys when we check in. So here it is a condition after you get your hotel keys to check in their reception. Okay, to try to check in for your personal information. to try to pay the bills, and then of course they will hand you the keys to your room. Well, that's all for now, folks. I hope you enjoyed watching part 1 from Phrasal Verbs. See you in part 2. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Till then, peace and love. Stay safe, stay home. See you soon.